Glad you're here. We have got a great show lined up for you. It has been the Chet Atkins Association, their appreciation convention is held every year around this time, and so many players just kind of descend onto Nashville at that time. We were fortunate to be able to grab two of the better ones. So we're so glad to have with us Judith Beckedorf. Thank you, Judith. I hope I pronounced that correctly.
That was really good.
Good. All the way from
Germany. Dresden, Germany.
Dresden, Germany. Dresden, Germany. Is this your first time in the United States?
Oh, actually, I think it's at least my 5th time or so, and my
Oh,
3rd time in Nashville.
You've been here to Belmont. You went to Belmont for a little while. Good.
Yeah, I had some fun at Belmont. Yeah.
Good. How long were you at Belmont?
I was there for 2 semesters, and I was in Nashville for about 13 months.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Can you start us off with a song? What are you going to play for us?
I'd love to. I think I'm going to play an arrangement of a tune that's pretty well known.
Good.
So have fun with that.
Yes.
Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
It was quite exhausting.
I bet so. How did you come up arranging a song like that?
A song like that, I wanted to arrange something that hasn't been arranged by too many guitarists.
That's right. I've never heard it. Yeah.
And that's difficult because there's this guy, Adam Rafferty, and I feel like he took all the good songs. And yeah, and of course I wanted to find a song that has some parts that are different, some, chords that change, and that has an interesting story probably. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Tell us about the instrument that you're playing today. What are you playing today?
Oh, I play my favorite instrument. It's made by a luthier from Austria. Her name is Christina Kobler.
Mm-hmm.
And this is an instrument. It's one of her first crossovers.
Yeah, maybe we can get some shots of this. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, you're already on top of it.
Yeah, and she built it in 14.
Mm-hmm.
And this one already sounds great, and I know her newer ones are even better.
Mm-hmm.
And there's actually nothing special to it. I just said, we picked the wood, which is actually really pretty. I'm going to show you.
Yeah. Oh, gorgeous.
It's called Ziricote, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I think it's just really pretty, and I didn't want to have anything fancy on it, so it's a pretty basic crossover, I guess.
And of course, you wouldn't have a pick guard on a guitar like that, but you do have the clear coating there. Is that pressed onto the guitar, or that's just? Do you know how that's attached?
Yeah, it's just it kind of sticks on it, just naturally. I put it on because I noticed I was hurting the guitar at some points.
Yeah.
There was a couple techniques I was using at periods of times, and I noticed, there were scratches, so I thought I'd protect it.
Yeah. How'd you get started playing guitar?
Actually, that's a pretty boring story. I played the what's this thing, the flute called? This
Recorder?
Recorder, exactly.
Yeah.
Every German kid learns to play that, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And I played the piano as well, but I picked up the guitar when my brother was just playing the old guitar that we always had somewhere on the wall, and he is older than I, and everything is cool what your older brother does. So I did that too, and I got just stuck with it.
Did you take formal lessons along the way, or did you just pick it up on your own?
First on my own. It was actually at the time when YouTube was coming up. So for me, it feels like YouTube has been there forever.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess when that started picking up, I started playing the guitar. So I learned a lot from that.
Mm-hmm.
And I had some formal lessons, and I went to university as well in Dresden, in Germany.
Good. And then, but you did spend a few semesters over here in Nashville at Belmont, not 5 minutes from where we're sitting.
Right.
Yeah. So tell us about that.
Oh,
was that your first time to the U.S. when you came to Belmont?
It was not. My parents used to travel a lot with me, so I got to come, but I never came to Nashville. And there's so much I could tell you about Belmont or my experiences. I just had such a good time. Everybody was so welcoming.
Yes.
I had some wonderful teachers. Tom Utes, a wonderful bluegrass writer.
Yep.
I might play a song that we co-wrote later, and John Pell, and just some wonderful Bill Purcell, a composer. Just some really, really wonderful teachers.
Yeah.
I was so lucky to get matched up with those.
And mentioning bluegrass, one of the things that you are doing in Germany is you have a kind of an Americana folk bluegrass group in Germany.
That's very true, yeah.
How is that received?
It's funny. People don't really know about that kind of music much.
Mm-hmm.
I guess in Dresden there's maybe about 25 people that do that kind of music and know it. But for me, the special part is the harmony singing, which is a huge emphasis for us.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, first of all, it's a lot of fun to do it, and people don't know it, but once they hear it, they really like it. And,
Good.
So we got to spread the word about this style of music.
I imagine you don't hear much German bluegrass in German. I wouldn't think that would be.
Actually, I just recently discovered a group. So Germans also have weird dialects, and there was one group in the north of Germany that does kind of bluegrass, I guess, in a dialect kind of style.
Really?
It's a bit weird though, but it's a great idea. That's something new for sure.
Can you play us or sing us something? One of your songs, one of your folk songs.
I will. Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna play a different one than you heard in the rehearsal.
Oh, good.
That's okay.
No, great.
Because this is one that we also play with the folk band, Standard Crow Behavior, and it's also co-written with Tom Utes. So I guess that's a good one to pick.
And so the name of the group, Standard
Crow Behavior.
Crow Behavior.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I know. This song is called Run.
Good.
In a hurry, day and night, never glancing left or right, make believe that we are in control. Life is short, too short to rest, ain't got time to catch a breath, measure all in silver and in gold. We realize when we are gray and old, our souls have long been sold. But I'm not me, because you see, how will you ever find a place in the sun if all you do is run? And all that work we face each day, always moving cool while carrying the load. You know, here and there I wish I could just stand still, and then I would pass the time away and take it slow. We'll realize when we are gray and old, our souls have long been sold. But I'm not me, because you see, how will you ever find a place in the sun if all you do is run? And I'm not me, because you see, how will you ever find a place in the sun if all you do is run? How will you ever find a place in the sun if all you do is run?
Yes. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Well, I know you were here for the Chet Atkins convention. What are your impressions of the CAST convention?
So many impressions.
Yeah.
I think it's I come because I just like how easy it is to meet so many people
Yeah.
there, and as John Knowles, for example, is just a good person, and it's great to be able to spend a couple minutes with Tommy Emmanuel or just folks like that you cannot reach out to so easily. It's really cool that they come and spend their time there, and they really care about everybody who comes.
Yeah.
And what I find especially interesting is that so many young and international folks show up for it.
Yeah. Yeah. It has changed a bit from where it started at, because I think it was in its 35th year, they said.
Yes.
They had their 35th conference this time. And, Chet died shortly after we got here, probably, 15, 18 years ago or so. But the conference has still continued on. So you have some older folks that are part of the conference. And then you have this new, younger layer of players that it has kind of become a breeding ground for young players. Yeah. And it is quite exciting to see. I don't know, it's just kind of taken on a life of its own. And just the connection of the younger players is neat. It's a different kind of conference. If you're not you could check it out at just type in Chet Atkins Appreciation Society, and that'll get you to their website, and you can learn a little bit more about it. I was telling my wife, it is just a different kind of a place. It's organized very differently, and you're right. You walk through the lobby, and I see 20 people that I've idolized on guitar, and just kind of walking around, and they'll be playing, and they're happy to talk and jam with you. It is a wonderful thing.
Sure is, yeah.
I love how that continues on into the bluegrass world. Bluegrass world, there's so many of that the younger players and the older players in jams, and there's this mentoring going on between the players that I wish was more in jazz and in some other genres as well. You know, you just don't see that type of mentoring that is in the bluegrass festivals. Have you been to many bluegrass festivals here in the U.S.?
Not really, because when I was here, I spent most of my time in Nashville. So of course I went to the station in a couple times.
Yeah.
And but I never got to travel to other festivals. I know there's some incredible ones like Telluride, Raleigh. Oh, I would love to go to those places sometime.
Those are some of the great ones. Well, I know that you've got one more song here that we want to do for us. If any of you out there have a question, please type it in all caps so that we can find it in the chat, and we will try and answer as many questions as we can get to in the next few minutes before we bring up our next guest as well, of which y'all played together at the International Guitar Night here last Sunday night. Tell us about that.
Yeah, the International Guitar Night was actually an idea I had last year, and we tried it out last year as well. I just thought, since so many people come for CAS and they are here for just a short amount of time, and it's really special that they're all here, I thought we may as well do a guitar night of it. And for some reason, nobody in Nashville had that idea before. I couldn't believe it myself, but I was lucky to probably be the first one. So we did that at Work Music Nashville last year. And this year we were so lucky to be accepted by CD Winery, which is
beautiful facility,
wonderful venue. I love it. So we played the smaller room, the lounge upstairs, but it went well. We had a good crowd, and they all looked happy. Yeah. And Alberto went first, and he was so funny, and they really loved him, and he warmed them up so well. So it was just a great night.
And also Nikola from Serbia.
Yeah.
I will not pronounce his last name because I would probably mess it up. But
I think it's something like Stajic, something like that.
And I wish we could have had Nikola involved with tonight, but he had to go on to other things. And but he was a great player that I met as well. I'd never met him or you or Alberto until the Chet convention.
Wow, so thank you for inviting us anyway.
Oh, well, your fame precedes you. I saw some of your videos on YouTube, and it was wonderful. Saw some of the covers that you have done on Material Girl and some of the other songs that you had have covered along the way.
Yeah.
When you're building an arrangement off of a cover song like that, what do you have to do to create an arrangement that you like?
Yeah, so I would try to find a song that doesn't have too much guitar in it, so I could maybe adapt things from a piano or whatever lines there are. If you want to pick a good tune that maybe has multiple melodies going on, or just a bass line or something. One of my teachers in Dresden, his name is Stefan Bormann. He's a great guitarist. You can look him up. He has some very wonderful arrangements, and he picked a couple songs from the 80s kind of area, and those are perfect songs to arrange because there's so much going on. It's serious music they do, and those would be good songs. So I would try to find something that hasn't been done before and that doesn't have too much guitar, so I can find a way of doing it on the guitar. Yeah.
What are some things musically that you've been working on, practicing lately and stuff like that you'd like to add to your repertoire of things that you're playing?
Actually, lately I haven't been practicing much. I had some problems with my hands, just some overuse. Like don't do too much guitar and computer at the same time, or not at the same time, but And what I did was I practiced mentally a lot, which I didn't think that, but it really is super effective. Because do you know these tunes that you play, but you actually don't really know how they go? You just play them because you have played them so many times. And when you practice them in your head, then you would certainly find this just black spot where you go like, I have no idea. Like you would envision probably the fretboard or your fingers, and at one point you go, I have no idea what I do here. And then you realize it's just a muscle memory thing going on. But when you do that with a tune, it's really effective, and you figure those spots, and you maybe play them on the guitar, and then in your head again. It gives you so much confidence if you do that. It helped me a lot. So that's maybe something everybody could try who is unsure of. there is this one spot where I always lose it, or where I always forget how it continues. This might help you guys.
Yeah. Now on the second song, I noticed you were kind of doing, of course, kind of the Chet Atkins, Merle Travis sort of technique with the thumb pick that you were doing as well.
Yes.
Kind of talk us through some of the aspects of that technique.
Yeah. I can tell you, but actually it's pretty boring because I do the same thing all the time. So it's just, that I have a pattern on the right hand, I do different chords, and that's about it.
Okay, well,
so the pattern is
walk us through it here.
Yeah, so for the verse, I just do something with a G chord.
Okay,
and
so
then
what's
again
that?
C.
Slow that pattern down
yeah.
real quick so we can see what that is.
So that's the only pattern that happens. It goes thumb, and then thumb and fingers. So I have this bass line going on. I bet you talked about this a couple times in the stream already.
No.
Yeah, so I just do the alternate thumb thing. Thumb thing. That's difficult for a German. So it goes like this. So thumb, and I never use my ring finger. Almost all the time it's out of the game. So it's just 2 fingers, 3 fingers. That's about it. And change to C. So there's actually no secret going on.
Now, I know some players brace their hand, or some like what I will tend to do is have my pinky kind of touching the bottom of the first string, or like you were doing it, freehand with that. Do you find that any way is more advantageous for that sort of style?
I sometimes do that as well. I think it just, for me, I think it's more difficult because my hand is smaller. So if I want to reach out and still be able to touch these lower strings, I would have to stretch my hand so much. So I guess it's just easier for me this way.
Yep.
But people with bigger hands who want to have more control over where their hand is, it might be good for them.
Yeah. And as you're playing it more of a kind of a free stroke, we've been talking about today, your hand is up, but I know a lot of the pure kind of Merle Travis guys, they bring their hand down here, and you have more of a choked hand position there, and because this is muted down.
Yeah, it's very right. Actually, I don't know why I showed it that way, but I would mute it as well.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Now, do you always play nylon string? You don't usually hear Merle Travis stuff on a nylon string. Do you play electric, or you just kind of focus on the nylon string?
I mainly play nylon string whenever there's some, like the Madonna arrangement or the It's Raining Man arrangement, which you hopefully recognized. I sometimes play steel string as well, but then it's more of a strumming thing because I also write songs and sing them, and strumming just sounds terrible on nylon. Just like a campfire guitar, so I would do that on a steel string.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, before we close it out, if you... JR Unplugged is saying, how do you keep nylon strings in tune with that style of playing? When we're doing a lot of tugging and pulling, so there would be a tendency for those to get out of tune a little bit easier than it would be for steel strings.
Yeah, they always get out of tune easier than steel strings, I guess. Everybody knows that. Just get a good guitar.
Yeah.
And
quality
good tuners.
instrument helps. Yeah.
That helps a lot.
Good tuners.
And maybe change your strings every once in a while.
Yep. You're going to play one more last song for us? What are you going to play for us?
Actually, unsure. I could pick one, or I could sing another one. Should we ask the chat? Are they fast? Do we have time to do that?
Sure.
Chat.
What would you rather have her sing one, or would you rather have her play just an instrumental one? It will be about a 90-second delay here while we're doing that. While we're doing that, we can give something away, though.
Oh, okay,
Let's give away your CD. This is the standard Crow Behavior, the bluegrass one, and if you're interested in learning more about you've got judithbeckedorf.de.
Correct.
Yes, which is the German websites. And if you want to learn more about the bluegrass information that you do, songs that you did, that's at standardcrowbehavior.com. So someone has just won this. The winner of this is Texas Packer Fan. Congratulations, Texas Packer Fan.
Woo.
You have just won a fantastic CD. If you would be so kind enough to autograph it before we go,
I sure will.
that would be great.
Oh, I've been to Austin in Texas, and I loved it there, so happy it goes that way.
There you go. All right. Well, so we had play something, pick. Why not both? Sing. Just play something. Quit yapping. Sing and pick. Both. You have a beautiful singing voice, but I love to hear you pick. All right, it's about 50-50, so you're going to have to choose. Surprise us.
Okay, let's do a tune that I pick. It's also a short one.
Okay.
It's also actually a very special one to me because after my time at Belmont, I used to live at Erin Huttlinger's house. She,
Pete Huttlinger's wife.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She took me, and I was so happy, and there was so much fun stuff around, and I thought I should write at least one tune that's dedicated to Pete and Erin.
Yes.
So it's this one, and it's named just after the place where I wrote it.
Yeah.
Pete's Porch.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys for tuning in, and thank you for having me. I'm so honored to be here.
Oh, it is a thrill having you here. So glad that it worked out that you were able to be here. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much, Judith. What a joy having you here. Thank you so much. Okay, we're going to switch players out here real quick, and let me tell you about a couple of things. Wow, I just love all these new players that are coming in. Just gorgeous stuff. Thank you, Judith. Wonderful, wonderful. Erin Huttlinger, one of the great connectors of people. You know, there's some, you run across some really good people sometimes in this industry, and Erin is one of the great ones. She's a really good one. Pete Huttlinger's widow, and she is a great connector of people and supporter of young players, and so thrilled that she was able to help out so many young players. I didn't realize Judith was part of that crew too, but it's a great thing. Anyway, let me give you a couple of announcements while they're switching some things out. Hey, if you're looking for a family of guitar players, check out our discussion board at guitargathering.com. That will get you to, I think we've got 1,700 or so people that are in our guitar family right now. And if you're looking for a place for support, for information, for encouragement, I'm on there most days answering questions. There's folks on there chatting. I can guarantee you right now So if you're looking for just a great, good group of folks to connect with, check out guitargathering.com. It's free, lots of resources over there as well. Now, let me also let you know, you are watching us on our Guitar Gathering YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed to us yet, go ahead and subscribe, and so that way you can get notified when we go live with different things. Wanted to let y'all know we just finished up our summer guitar conference, our Guitar Gathering conference, but in the fall we have a fall fingerstyle retreat. Fall fingerstyle guitar retreat, which this year is October 31st through November 3rd. It is right here in Nashville, a little bit south of Nashville. Got a wonderful retreat center right there. And man, we have hit the mother load on the fingerstyle players. We've got international fingerstyle champion Don Ross is going to be here with us. We've got Ethan Case is going to be with us, as well as Van Larkins. So we have got some crazy great fingerstyle players. If you're interested in getting some more information regarding that, check out fingerstyleretreat.com, and that can get you all the information. It's different from our big conference. There's only a small amount of people that are. It's a limited availability, and big stone fireplaces and peak of autumn colors, and you're sitting 10 feet away from some of the greatest fingerstyle players on the planet. So it's great. And we all stay there together. We all eat together. It's a lot of fun. Check it out, fingerstyleretreat.com, if that's of interest to you. Great. That's, I think, all that I need to announce. Now we get our second artist that is part of this show. I think this is the first time we've actually had two different artists on the same show. So we're very excited to have with us Alberto Lombardi.
Nice. I'm great.
Grateful
to be here.
All the way from Italy.
All the way from Rome, Italy?
From Rome,
Yeah.
Italy. Wow. How long are you here in the States for?
Just a couple weeks. I've been here for the CAS convention, the Chet Atkins convention, and I will play a show with Muriel Anderson on Friday.
Muriel's famous All-Star Guitar Night, yeah.
Yeah, and Third and Lindsay.
At Third and Lindsay, yeah.
And
Great
that will
show.
be the end of my presence here for a while. I will be back in January, I think,
Yes.
to do some more shows and stuff.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Get us started off with a song. What are you going to play for us?
Okay, I will play one of my songs. It's called the Fermi Paradox, like Enrico Fermi, one of the researcher of the atomic energy. I wouldn't say the atomic bomb by itself, let's say atomic energy. And it gives title, it's the title track of my new record.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Thank you. So much fun.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
Thanks.
Okay, I know we're going to jump right into learning. You had, when we did the interview the other day, you had shown that lick.
Oh, right.
Show us the lick.
Yeah. This is a fun lick because it combines fretted notes and harmonics in a very fast fashion. So what it is...
And works over what chord?
Yes, it works on a D5 chord, like this dominant chord, that resolves into a G minor.
G minor, okay.
So it's actually a Phrygian major scale, what I'm playing. So I start with this shape, which is a D over F sharp, so first inversion. I do a little arpeggio with my fingers and my thumb pick. I slide here, pull off.
From the G to the F sharp, yeah.
From the G to the F sharp, yeah. Thanks for pointing it out. Then I put this little diminished arpeggio.
Yep.
Then two harmonics on the D and the A note.
Very cool.
This is fretted, and the last is an harmonic again on the 12th fret on the G string. So very slow. That's fun. And as I was telling you in the other interview, I get it right 80% of the time. It's really fast.
And put it in context for us, kind of.
Okay, so I have these few chords, which are all sixth chords, but they have different harmonic functions. Even if it's the same shape, this is a 5 chord, so it's the 5th and the bass, the 3rd and the 7th of a D chord. Then it's the same shape, but it's the root of a G minor chord, the 6th, major 6th, and the 3rd. Then going again is the 3rd of a D chord, the flat 9 and the 5th. So the same shape works to have different harmonic effects. So that's it.
Very cool.
Yeah,
Very
thank
cool.
you.
How'd you get started playing?
Well, it's a long time ago. I look younger than I am, but I was about 12, so not so early in my life. And a cousin saw that I had guitars in my house and said, "Wow, you play guitar?" And I said, "No, I just smash them, because when I was a little kid, I used to bang on them and just break them." And he said, "Well, let's try if you can change chord at the right spot." So he taught me how to do this. And he said, "Yeah, you can change exactly where it's supposed to be. Go to a school and learn." And then it never stopped. I'm such a learning freak. I love to learn and to study, practice guitar. It's actually my hobby more than my job.
And your learning took you actually here to the United States, out to California.
Yeah, right. I was in Hollywood in '96. That shows a little bit of my age. And studied at Musicians Institute, which is a very cool school. It's, let's say, a more rock version of Berkeley. That they have great LPWs. You play with like a big band, and at the same time you can play rock music, fusion music. And I graduated there in '96. I stayed there 1 year.
Good.
It was great.
And then you went back to Rome at that point?
Yes.
Okay,
I was actually offered a scholarship to stay in LA, but I thought I'd go back home 6 months, so the semester would go by, and then come back. But that couldn't happen, so I thought I could do it, and the school was bought by a Japanese company, everything changed. So it took quite a while before I came back to the States after that.
And then you came over. Of course, I know you've been here for the Chet Atkins convention. Is this the first time you've been to the Chet convention?
Second time.
Second time.
I've been here last year.
And what are your thoughts of the Chet convention?
It's beautiful. You get to meet amazing players. Some of them you know about, like, of course, Tommy, Richard Smith, John Knowles,
yeah.
and even Tom Brash, many of those guys that you instantly recognize. But you get a lot to learn from young people too. And by young, I don't mean necessarily as age. People that are just up and coming. Like we have in the audience a good friend of mine, Connor Thomas from
Connor,
the UK.
Which we should have you playing as well. But
yeah, sometime soon.
Yeah,
you should.
yeah.
And he's a brilliant player. He's only 19 years old and he plays amazingly.
Yeah.
So you just get to know and meet many, many amazing players and get so much in your head that when you go back home, you're so inspired. It fuels you for the whole year.
Yeah.
It's great.
Exactly. Well, I know you've done a lot of work with Taylor guitars as well. And
Right.
the beautiful Taylor that you're
Yeah,
playing there.
this is a
Tell
great-
us about that instrument that you have.
This is a 412, so it's a grand concert. And grand concert are great for fingerstyle because they have smaller body.
Yeah, a little bit smaller bodies, yeah.
Yeah. Plus, I'm a short guy, so that fits a bit better than the bigger ones on me. It's more manageable. And it sounds very good. It's bright, as usually Taylors are, especially the small ones. And I like bright,
Yeah.
so totally. I've been always playing Taylor all my life.
Yeah, yeah,
And I made my dream come true by working with them.
yeah.
I'm a Taylor supported artist,
There you
which
go.
is cool.
And you are running, both Alberto and Judith have been running cold, just right from the guitar into a DI box into the board. So no effects or anything like that. So, and I'm seeing the comments come by that it's sounding great. So, so
Awesome.
that's a tribute to the instruments and how
Yeah, it's a
how
great
well
guitar.
how
It is.
well they're doing. Now I know you play different kinds of styles as well. So we do the finger style
Right.
stuff, but I know you do a lot of rock and electric playing as well,
Yeah.
and
But
jazz and things like that.
not really jazz. I'm not really a jazz guy.
I thought I saw a video or two with you playing.
I do some Chet style arrangements of
that's-
jazz songs, but really I cannot play jazz with a jazz
Oh.
trio. No, I never attempt that.
Yeah.
because I know I would sound really terrible. But I love to maybe jam with Jack Pearson when it comes to, another
Yeah.
incredible
Yeah.
player. He comes by it late at night at the Chet convention in the lobby and he just jams with people.
Yep.
And I love to play some gypsy jazz with him, but he's the one that leads. I just get to do a little solo. And
Yeah.
the opposite wouldn't work that well.
Yeah, yeah. He's doing a show at 3rd and Lindsley tomorrow night.
I'm going.
Yep. Oh,
No,
yeah.
I think
yeah.
it's Thursday.
Oh, Thursday. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And but yeah, my whole life I've been a rock guitar player. I'm still do that for a living. That's more my focus for, like, let's say it's my job. This is starting out. I've been doing it for like 4 years, not more. And so I play mostly with rock bands in Italy. That's what I do. And I love it. I love to solo. I come from the 80s, so I love shredding.
Yeah, yeah, there you go.
Play many notes, you know.
Yeah.
Not necessarily tapping all the flashy stuff, but
Yeah.
I like fast.
Yeah.
I do
yeah.
like some fast, not too much.
Well, wonderful. Can you play us another tune?
Would you like to play the electric one since we're talking about it?
Whatever you want to do. Sure.
Would you like to jam with me on it?
Sure,
Okay,
sure.
awesome. So let me put this down. I can actually put it here. And
We've got
let me see.
More guitars out here.
Yeah.
We just grabbed a guitar off the wall here
Yeah,
at
true.
Bruins.
True.
And you grabbed.
But I actually got a little bit tangled here. Let's see if it's working. Yeah, it's working.
See if we can get our electrics going.
Yeah, and you know what? For this song, since we're doing the song, I would like to show you something.
Yes.
I've been working with this Italian company for a while, and they do this little thing that you just, it's a silicone pad that you just peel. And there's some plastic stuff here.
Okay, maybe we can get a close-up shot of that, Cameron. Thank you.
Which camera?
Probably that one.
That one?
Yeah, camera 2.
It's just silicone. It's the same you use for the dashboard of your car.
Yep.
You put it here.
About the size of a $50.
Yeah. And when you have a pick and you play, I don't use it for the electric guitar. Sorry, for the acoustic guitar too much because I'm usually with a thumb pick. But with the electric, that's, you see, it's beautiful. It's called the Pick's Keeper.
The Pick's Keeper.
Yeah.
I was, we had Phil Kagi at our summer guitar gathering, and he had just a piece of electrical tape and gaff tape right here, and he would just put his picks on that. So
That's
to
what I
have
used to
something
do.
that
That's what I used to do before this came about. So it's one buka, and I have it on all my guitars.
Yeah.
So would you like to play
Sure.
a song we all know?
Sure. Hopefully, I know it.
Okay, I'll start it.
Sure. Wonderful.
Awesome.
Hey.
Thanks, man.
Great job. Great job.
Time
Hey.
for jamming.
Okay. Wow.
That was fun.
That was fun.
Let me put this down.
There's a couple of questions. Someone said, saying, never have seen Steve's red telly before. Hey, I would love for this to be my red telly, but no, we're here
not.
at Groon's, and this was something I just grabbed off the wall. Let's see what it is. This is a 1994 Fender custom Telecaster Strat. There's two of them that are with this Tele and a Strat, and it's $7,000 for both of them, I assume. But isn't it cool, huh? Red with the gold. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
Can I have it?
You'll have to talk to George Gruen about that.
Okay.
I
mean, without paying.
Oh, well, that I don't know. I don't know. We have a question for you. Who are some of your instructors out at Musicians Institute? Paul Gilbert, Howard Roberts?
Oh, no, Paul Gilbert just left.
Yeah.
He was there, I think, until the year before.
Yeah.
So I had Scott Anderson. Was there. Joe DiOrio.
Yeah.
But not being too much into jazz, I didn't spend much time with him. Yeah. And I had as a private instructor an amazing rock fusion guitar player that is Brett Garsted. You know him? I think he's from Australia. He does an amazing hybrid picking playing. It's just awesome. Go check him out. Brett Garst. Yeah.
Okay. Very cool. What a great that's a wonderful school out there. They've got a little offshoot here in Nashville, but it's for their guitar building, the Guitar Craft Academy. It's what it's called, but it's by Musicians Institute, and they have an outpost here in Nashville for guitar building. So you can come learn about guitar building. I think it's like a 1 or 2 year program. It's a serious program.
Yeah.
For Lutheran.
They are serious. Yeah.
Yeah.
Their instructional material is very well laid out.
Yeah. On your electric rig, what are you running through here? Maybe we can scoot that out so we can get a shot of it with the camera.
I can just lift it maybe like this.
Yeah.
But what I was using now is just a little bit of reverb from the Blue Sky. And I have this Italian pedal, which is called the Secret One. This is a small version. There's 2 versions. This one is with a newer box. And there's an older one with a box from the Second World War. So it was a fuse box, and they used it as a pedal enclosure. It's totally cool, but it's way more expensive because of the rarity of the box.
Yeah.
And for me, it's just the best overdrive ever.
Yeah.
It's more transparent than a TS9 Ibanez.
Yep.
Has more bottom end, and it actually has most of the sound come through the clean tone.
Yeah.
So it blends the clean tone with the distorted tone.
Yeah.
And that's lovely.
Yeah.
Because if you roll your volume a bit down, you're going to get a clean tone, especially on a Stratocaster.
Yeah.
It's harder with a Les Paul.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll put it down.
Wonderful. Let's give something away. We're kind of coming to the home stretch here. Let's give away one of your CDs, the Fermi Paradox.
Yeah, the Fermi Paradox.
And we will get you to. Oh, I see. There's Beatles songs on here.
Oh yeah.
We have No Jazz, Please, with some jazz. See, you tell
what
me you don't play jazz, and I'm seeing a CD full of jazz songs here.
That's what we were talking about, and it's they're chat style. They're no jazz.
So we need a winner. The winner of this is John Steele. John Steele, you have just won this. Hey, send me your information at service@mightyoakmusic.com. Same thing for you, Texas Packer fan. And your address, what you won. That helps me screen names, so when I get back to these, I will get these out. I know some folks won from last week's show, and I haven't gotten those out yet. Sorry about that. Was at the Chet Convention all week long. Sorry about that. I'll get these out to you. Hey, let me mention also about last week's show, which was a great show with Brian, good friend Brian Bortz, was in on bass, and we covered different ways that you can approach guitar parts. And it was a fantastic show, and unfortunately you can't see it because YouTube is kind of freaked out on that particular show, as it does occasionally, and currently I'm working with YouTube to get it back. I mean, it was in processing, and then it just didn't process correctly in YouTube. So, man, I would hate to lose that show. That was a great one. So I took it down because it wasn't processing correctly. When it comes back, I will let you know. Rest assured, I have emailed YouTube multiple times regarding that. So Dale is saying, no, yes, it was a great show, wasn't it? Sorry if you didn't get it. No, I'll try and get it back. We'll have to have Brian back. We'll do it again. That will be the 3rd time we've attempted to do that show. What is it about that show? I tried to do that show a year and a half ago, and we had technical problems too. There you go. I don't know. The
Too bad.
Heavens are against us on trying to get that information out to you guys. But let's. I noticed you had the strap.
Oh yeah, these are great straps.
And we were going to give away a strap Tell us about these wonderful Italian-made straps.
Yeah, it's a company based in Sicily in Italy, and they do these beautiful straps with genuine Italian leather.
Wow.
They're great, and they actually just started out, so I'm started using them. They're beautiful and they're very resistant. They have this side here that usually falls apart and gets ruined. And these are special made. There's a little cover so it doesn't get ruined. They're great straps.
Is there a website that...
Yeah, they're called Wambuka. The name of the company is Wambuka, Wambaka. Is that right? Two?
Wambooka.
Oh, Ka.
Ka.
Yeah, and the straps... Yeah.
Oh,
you can-
okay, okay.
And the straps are called Nativo, which means native in Italian.
Oh, okay, okay. Wambuka. Wambooka.
Yeah.
Wambuka. Wow, made in Italy. All right,
they're awesome.
someone is going to win this one. Oh, please. Why are you picking these great names? All right, it
Tom.
will be a joy to give you this one. Tom Maddox, our good friend
Yeah.
Tom Maddox,
Hi, Tom.
has just won. Man, who
Yeah.
I have been with Tom Maddox all week long at the Chet convention, and talk about just a regular, one of our regular guitar learners that has connected so many people
Yeah,
together.
true.
It's just so funny that you picked up that name. We
know
had lunch with Tom Maddox last week, so he was down here for the Chet convention, and has
Yeah.
been a wonderful, a long time guitar gathering, part of our family. So thrilled for
Enjoy
you,
it,
Tom.
Tom. Enjoy
Great.
it.
Tom, send me your information. Not that I don't have it, but send it to me so I remember, and we will get it out to you.
Yeah.
Fantastic. What are you gonna close this out with?
I could sing a song if you want.
Oh, good. Grab the mic, or you're gonna.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
I have a nice arrangement of this song. It's actually played a little bit. It's both playing and singing. There's some cool guitar stuff going on. And
Cool.
Yeah. It's a Bowie song.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you
Great.
like that?
Oh, yeah.
It's a god of a small affair to the girl with the mousy hair, and the moon is yelling no, while her daddy's told her to go, but her friend is nowhere to be seen as she walks through a sunken dream to the seat with the clearest view. And she's hooked on a silver screen, but the film is a saddening bore, 'cause she lived it 10 times or more. She can spit in the eyes of fools as they ask her to focus on sailors fighting in a dance hall. Oh man, look at those cavemen go. It's the freakiest show. Take a look at the woman beating out our own guy. Oh man, I wonder if he'll have it now. Is it not best-selling show? Is the life on Mars? Oh. It's on America's daughter brow that Mickey Mouse has grown up a cow. those lanterns and sail again. See the march with the moon and the hordes from Ibiza to Norfolk Broads. New Britannia is out of bound to my mother, my dog and my clown. But the film is a saddening bore, 'cause I wrote it 10 times or more. It's about to be written again, as I ask you to focus on silence, fighting in a dance hall. Oh man, look at those cavemen go. It's the 50th show. Take a look at the love beating at the wrong guy. Oh man, I wonder if you're laughing now. Isn't it a best-selling show? Is that life on Mars? Oh. Sharp 4. Thank you. Thanks, Steve.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Alberto.
Thanks.
What John was asking on here, do you have a website? What's your web address?
AlbertoLombardi.com. AlbertoLombardi.com.
There you go. And you're on Instagram and
Everywhere.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah, it's easy. Alberto Lombardi music.
Yeah.
To find.
Yeah. Wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us. Wanted to thank our producer, Stephen Quinn, tonight, and our wonderful cameraman / chat trainee, Cameron Drury. Our wonderful moderators, Doug and Neil. Y'all show Doug and Neil some love as they are here every week moderating. Thank you all so much for coming here and being part of us. Keep up the great work in your learning. Playing music is a wonderful thing. It's worth the effort that it takes to get the skills down so that you can make the music that's inside of you. Hey, we will see you guys next time.